One small light, the size of a soda can, but it hits like a full-size strobe, and you can create super dramatic pictures. We pair the Godox AD100 with the Godox X3 Pro, and we have a super nice portable lighting setup, versatile, and I can use it in any kind of situations. I'll show you how I take these pictures. I'll go over the flash settings, the camera settings, the distance of the light from the subject, whatever goes in my mind, I'm gonna explain to you right now. You don't need a trunk full of lighting gear. With a couple of accessories, you can create some super nice lighting pattern. I have this 24-inch fast box for the flash. I'm trying to see how the new Godox X3 Pro works with the Godox AD100. We have Lydia. I have the Godox AD100 on a stand. I have the light maybe 4 feet from Lydia. I gotta feather the light away from her face. The ambient light is above her, so it creates a nice rim light, separating her from the background. I like the colors harmony, how it works here. I'm shooting at 640 shutter speed at f1.4, ISO 100, and my strobe, it is an 8 power. I cannot go on TTL because everything is too dark here. I'm gonna fool the TTL meter right away. I just guess the exposure, and I'm right in the money. I try to make sure that I'm not burning the highlights, and I wanna have a nice wraparound light on Lydia's face. You don't need a complicated lighting setup. One light is enough. You have the ambient as a second light. And if you play with these two, you can get super nice and dramatic pictures. AD100 has enough power for any kind of lighting setups you can imagine. And it's super practical and super portable. I'm trying to create always some directionality of the light. I'm using my light in the same direction of the ambient, and I'm trying to wrap around the Lydia. I want to create a very dramatic portraits outdoors. It looks insanely good for a situation like this. And I'm just going to play a little bit more with a side light. She's going to look towards the light all the time. And we're going to get a little bit more drama in this picture. I am again at 8 power on my flash. I'm using this Pro Photo reflector because I think it's the only reflector on the market right now for a setup like this. It's very easy. It's a magnetic setup. So I just can slap it on when I need it. It focuses the light a little bit. It gives a little bit more specularity and a little bit more power to the light. And you can use it in a super bright environments. The light with the grid and the reflector is a hard light. I can underexpose the background to saturate the color and make my subject pop. Also, the hard light look we get with the reflector, it matches the ambient. We're in a full sun right now. It's 2 o'clock. The light bounce around. You can see that it's a hard light all the way around us. This, it helps blend in my artificial light with the ambient, and I can get a look that looks more natural. We're in Wynwood, and I want to take advantage of all this graffiti what we have around. It's very famous. It's a tourist destination to see all of this, and we want to use this as a background. We'll start here with Lydia. I have this nice graffiti behind. Also, I like it here because it's shade, and I have directional light. My light is coming from the left and a little bit to the front, but most of the ambient light is coming from her left. And I want to use that to my advantage. So I want to position my light. I have the 80-100 with this 24-inch fastbox angler. And I want to position the light in the same direction of the ambient, but a little bit in front of Lydia, so I have a better illumination. I want to enhance the natural light. I want to bring it to the other side. I have the light maybe 4 or 5 feet from Lydia, and it's a 16 power. I'm shooting with a Canon R5 and 24-105 lens. I'm ISO 100. The shutter speed is 1/100, and I have the aperture at f4 because I want to get a little bit more depth in the picture. I want to show a little bit the colors. Gotta make sure always that the light feathers nice in front of your subject, and I will do a test shot to see how it looks. Right off the bat, I like how everything works. I like how the color pops. I want to have the feeling to be more natural, to have a nice graduation. I do want to make it super lit this time. We're going to change the setup, but right now I just want to have some nice gradual light. I like how her dress contrast with that graffiti all behind. We'll take a couple more pictures. I'm always directing Lydia to look towards the light because when you have directional light, I don't want to have any cross shadow on her face. And I always tell her to look towards the light. We're in the shade. I have more control and a little bit slower shutter speed. but it works fine. The AD100 and the Godox X3 Pro, I think they make a fine combo. I like the big screen. Right now I just have, because I have only one light, I have the full screen just with the settings for this light. Very easy to make changes and very easy to see where I am at just like a quick glance. I want to use this Pro Photo hard reflector because it gives a little bit more power to the flash, and also keep it very directional. I need some hard light right now. I want to get a little bit more dramatic portrait. I'm gonna backlight it. Yeah, just gonna illuminate it on the short side of the face to create the cinematic or a more dramatic look. I'm shooting with a 24-105 lens because I can zoom and change my perspective to compose this image better. I'm starting with a very low angle because I want to get that more dramatic feel of these pictures. The flash very easy overpowers the ambient, and also it still recycles super fast. I can get some nice editorial pictures with this little setup. This is an in-between light. We have the soft light, we have hard light, and this is something like, we're going to take the specularity of the highlights, we're going to dim it down a little bit, but it's still, you know, really punchy. And also I spread the light in every direction. I'll have Lydia here by these nice walls. We have the natural light coming from Lydia's left. I'm going to put this in front of her just to wrap around the light a little bit more, and we'll keep on shooting. You don't need a ton of gear to get some nice pictures with small little flash, like AD100, a remote trigger on your camera, and you're good to go. Pay attention of the surrounding. The ambient light is your best friend in a situation like this. Use it in your advantage. Keep the flash in 4, 5, 6 feet distance from your subject. Change the modifiers as you need it, you know, to get some soft light, hard light, depending on situation. This little flash works for any kind of situation. I use it on a sunlight, on a high-speed sync. I use it with the softbox. I use it with the silicone dome. So keep on shooting and show me what you got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and lighting setups. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.